Greetings, sports fans nationwide. You have entered the Sports Opinion Log here in Lex Anderson World to recap Night 2 WrestleMania 37 in a historic, exciting, electrifying night like no other. Again, the showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania. First match, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, the self-proclaimed legend killer, who was really timid and sheepish against the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. The match had an inconclusive ending with Alexa Bliss dripping black goo from her forehead. So I guess they disappeared into the night, leaving the audience like, what the hell is going on? As of course, Randy Orton hit the Fiend with an RKO. So maybe they'll both be rebranded and come back later. Who knows? Who honestly cares? But I will give the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, credit for working very well with so little that is given to him. Of course, in the women's tag team, we had Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defeating Tamina and Natalya, as Baszler was able to lock on her Kimura clutch hold and pretty much get the tap out on that one. I don't know, mixed reviews about it. Natalya, she's always staying relevant, so good for her. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, people are saying they don't mix well, but you have strength and power with a woman, well, strength and power again with Nia Jax, and you have the MMA skills of Shayna Baszler, so I like the pairing. Let's just see what the future holds. But unfortunately, the future is not looking too good for Big E in his Intercontinental Championship match against Apollo Crews, being rebranded Nigeria. They faced off in the first ever African-Nigerian drum match, which had kendo sticks lined all around the ring, and these two were just beating and battering each other back and forth. You could hear it, thwack, 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 and I'm like, holy crap. And when it looked like Big E was about to seal the deal, some big 7-foot monster somewhere from WWE Underground came through, interfered, hit Big E with the chop, the choke slam, and it was really sad considering how Big E, on his promo, Tampa is his hometown. He had Wale introduce him for his ring entrance, but he didn't walk out as champion, which is pretty much sad. But not as sad as Matt Riddle losing the U.S. title to Sheamus, as Sheamus, who's been around for like, what, 15, 16 years in WWE, the veteran did his thing, a whole lot of high-flying moves on Riddle's part, but unfortunately he tried a fancy moonsault, which led to a brogue kick, bow, dead in his face, as Sheamus now has become a 3-time U.S. title champion. A match I really didn't care about, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. I pretty much just bypassed it. I don't care that they fought all over the world for the last 20 years, but hey, they got a spot in WrestleMania to do what they do best. Kick each other's asses, the power of social media. Logan Paul came through supporting Sami Zayn, but then of course he betrayed him to go with Kevin Owens, who hit him with the stunner. So I'm sure Logan Paul got paid very well for that appearance. And you know, nothing but props for Logan Paul. The guy rules YouTube, he rules social media. He got the call, WWE sent the private jet, and look at that, WrestleMania. Truly living the dreams of WWE Universe fans, nation and worldwide. Another title match, Women's Raw Championship title, Asuka taking on Rhea Ripley, and of course, once again, the Prophet having the creed and seeing the star potential in Rhea Ripley, who sealed the deal, hitting Asuka with the Riptide, pinning her for the 1, 2, 3, and we now have a new WWE Raw Women's Champion. The future is so bright, honestly. Bianca Belair took the SmackDown title on Saturday. Rhea Ripley seals the deal on a Sunday night. And of course, New Year's Day, they came through. The performance, the entrance was so electric for Rhea Ripley. But there's a lot of haters out there that are saying that it's too soon. Rhea Ripley had just debuted on Raw a little over 2 weeks ago. To the ignorant masses and the sheeple who bray like the mindless cattle that they are. Did you so soon forget that last year, coronavirus, pandemic, Rhea Ripley taking on Charlotte Flair in the Performance Center for WrestleMania, and Charlotte Flair beat her? WWE, creative, Triple H, Vince McMahon, they gave Rhea Ripley what she deserved. She got the big entrance, she got the WrestleMania moment, and most and more importantly, she got the title. So yeah, she might have debuted on Raw a little over 2 weeks ago, but that young woman has been putting in the work to deserve the championship. And again, it might not be your dream, but it is a new era of the nightmare Rhea Ripley. The match with the meme that had the whole world on notice. Triple threat match. Roman Reigns, SmackDown Universal Champion, taking on the rated R superstar Edge. Daniel Bryan, the man who everybody loves, even though he did abandon the Yes movement. Don't think I forgot, Daniel Bryan. You are fake. You are a fraud. That match was electric from start to finish. And again, WWE, WrestleMania 37, the showcasing of the Immortals. It's all about the entrances. And Edge's entrance, the pyrotechnics, the fireworks, the light show. Edge was truly given an entrance that showed love for the 10 years that he's been out of wrestling. Came back. But let's be real, sports fans, nation and worldwide. Did you really think that Edge, who hadn't wrestled in nearly a decade, came through for the Royal Rumble after being out since last May? Did you really think he was going to become Universal Champion? He is old and his body cannot take the scheduling of being a champion. But the match was electric from the beginning. Jey Uso did his thing protecting Roman Reigns. And again, we got some concertos, but ultimately it was Roman Reigns, the head of the table, who hit Edge with a concerto, dragged his prone, lifeless body, dragged it and put it on top of Daniel Bryan, and got the 1, 2, 3, pinning both WWE stars respectively. Total domination by Roman Reigns, the head of the table. Put some respect on his name. But of course, a lot of the WWE universe is a lot of haters. A lot of haters, a lot of fucking losers. And I am honestly proud of Roman Reigns, hence the tap out, the believe, because he's come a long way since King Corbin and Dolph Ziggler had him handcuffed and were smearing him with motherfucking dog food, which made me lose a whole lot of respect for Roman Reigns. But since he's done the turnaround, he's become a heel, fuck being a fan favorite, because fans are fickle. But at the end of the day, Roman Reigns struck out on his own, and he is finding the success in the pay-per-views, in the Friday Night SmackDowns, and again, once again, headlining another WrestleMania. What is this, Roman Reigns? What, third, fourth straight year of headlining WrestleManias? Show some respect. What the fuck have you done with your life? Probably a whole bunch of nothing. You know why? Because there's more losers than winners in this world. And Lex Anderson, top 1%er, people sportscaster, who will say what the nationwide sports leader, the Foxies, the corporate shells, you already know what it is. WWE, advertisers, they've sold their soul to the almighty dollar. It was truly a great two-night spectacle. Lex Anderson, who always believes, signing out.